My name is Brenda Porter. I am one of the pediatric epileptologists at Stanford Children's Health.
My name's Catherine. My son Benjamin has severe and untreatable epilepsy.
Epilepsy, by definition, is just 2 or more unprovoked seizures. So people can have seizures for reasons like they have a really high fever or they get sick and they have metabolic problems. But epilepsy is when you have seizures just out of the blue.
I met Kevin McKernan, who's one of the 3 brothers who founded Courtagen Life Sciences, at an epilepsy conference about 2 years ago. And at the time, I really had very little understanding of what genomic sequencing could do for Ben or for people with any given disease.
I think we're at the beginning of genome testing. Over the past 10 years, we've made marked progress in our ability to diagnose kids with intractable epilepsy.
So genome sequencing is when you look at a specific person's DNA and you try to find the disease-causing mutation. One of the problems right now is that we don't have enough data in order to identify the disease-causing mutation in the patients that are showing the disease. So this applies across the board to all diseases.
A child will come into my office and I'll be able to hear the history, examine the child, and I'll think, oh, you probably have a certain syndrome. But in the past, I wouldn't have had any way to really confirm that. And now, by sending genetic testing, I'm able to confirm the diagnosis, identify a mutation. For example, in Dravet syndrome, they'll have a mutation in the sodium channel. And then I can say to the family, this is what's likely to happen in the future. This is the medicines we should be on. These are the medicines we should avoid. And you can make such a difference in that child's life by knowing the diagnosis and knowing what medicines to use.
Any person walking around will have a number of mutations in their genome. And what we're trying to find out now is which of these mutations are pathogenic or which are disease-causing.
If we can identify a gene mutation that cause the brain abnormalities that are contributing to the epilepsy, then we'll know that that is the cause of his epilepsy. We might be able to identify a treatment strategy that I hadn't thought of in the past. There are medicines out there maybe that aren't seizure medicines that might work for him. But then the biggest thing I think is it will give Catherine a sense of some amount of closure, so she'll know this is why Ben has his seizures.
So the cost of genomic sequencing has gone down exponentially over the last 10 years. And as the cost goes down, more and more patients will be sequenced.
I think all around genetic testing provides a wealth of information that we haven't had in the past, and it's only going to get better.
So if you want to learn more about how genome sequencing might be able to help you identify the cause of your disease or inform treatment, you can learn more about it at Courtagen.com.